Shout out to everybody. That's weird. As soon as I started, I knew as soon as I started talking, like that's totally weird. So there's people already in here vibing with me, but it don't turn on until you start talking. I sat here and watched it be at zero for the whole minute. I was just sitting here not saying nothing, and then as soon as I speak, it shows how many people, and then it went from that to some more people, which is cool. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Child of God, 89 AD. I know that's right. Yo, what up? What up? He said, Child of God, 89 AD. I know that's right. What's matriculating? What's good with you? Shout out to everybody in the chat. All 7 people. God bless you. Hit that like button. Share this live. Shout out to everybody joining in for this early bird special. Early special, okay? Early Drew 2 special. Okay, you might be getting ready for work. It might be good night for you. You might be winding down. Whatever you are doing out there on your part of the globe, in your space, in your place, all right? It's time to get that negativity out your face. It's time to get away from toxic energy. And we're going to talk about why. Bless my God, my 35th birthday today. I'm going to take my peace by force today. I know that's right. Take it, yo. He said, I'm taking my peace by force. Yo, I ain't mad at you. He said, I'm taking my peace by force. You got to. Sometimes you got to, but you don't want to be in a situation where you have to. Sometimes you got to, but you don't want to be in a situation where you have to. What up from Canada? Yo, Canada in the building. Much love to Canada. Shout out to the GCVs. And happy 35th birthday. Happy 35th birthday, homie. You know, I don't celebrate birthdays, but God bless you on your solar return. You done made it to another one. Another one. You know, you done made it to you done made another spin on this thing. It's a new year for you. What I will say is congratulations on making it to another year. Congratulations. You made it to another year. It's a new year for you. God bless the 31 people in the chat, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Where you just starting your day or you taking it down. Oh, peace and love, man. No problem. Everybody show Child of God 89 AD some love. He just made it to another solar return, another spin around the globe. We're just vibing in here on this early bird special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. It's time to get away from that toxic energy, y'all. I choose to unrecognize titles as a means to allow the toxic BS. Landlord, sister, mother, neighbor, friend. I choose to Okay. I see what you're saying. I choose to recognize titles as a means to allow the toxic BS. Landlord, sister, mother, neighbor, friend. Yo, that's what it's all about. I know that's right. I was wondering if people were picking up what I was putting down when I was saying that. Don't let the titles get in the way. Actions speak louder than words, regardless of whatever title somebody may hold. That title may be the main reason why you feel trapped. and why you're under a spell. It's 6 minutes in. We got 51 people in the building, 58 people in the building. Shout out to all the late night learners. All right, shout out to all the early bird edifiers. Okay, getting edified on this early morning. All right, shout out to you. And it's a fantastic Friday. And it's a fantastic Friday. We just started off right. Sabriella 888. The Lions Gate. What up, Sabriella? Changed my whole vibration. Yo, it will. Once you realize what type of forces are weighing you down and holding you down, and you get up from underneath those forces, just that alone. That alone right there can just bring you much more peace. So much more peace. Just being up from under the toxic energy, man. It's so good to get up from under toxic energy. It puts so much anxiety in your spirit, and it drives you up a wall being in the presence of it. And you want it to stop. You want it to go away. But sometimes we have to go away to make it stop. We want it to stop so it'll go away, but sometimes we have to go away to make it stop. Okay. Okay. That beat dope too, my guy. Druuill special. Yo, you already know. Hello. Yeah. Let's address some of the other ones. Hello from Canada. Happy Friday. Yo, Canada in the building. What up, Canada? Canada in the building. And one alien. Okay, we got some aliens. All right. You been to sleep yet? Yes, I actually have. I always thought that's the only reason why I'm up right now. You know, my eyes probably look the way they do because the time of day it is. But I always you have to put yourself first, even when it comes to having a business. But you also have to, you got to manage your time well enough to where you could get up and do what you have to do. But yeah, I definitely had some sleep. Always, I got to get my rest. That way I can stay on point and stay sharp. Definitely. Yeah, I had my sleep. I'll probably, I definitely get sleep. I'd have to. Yeah, if you don't get sleep, man, that's not good for you. You got to get some rest. Got to get some sleep. That's one of the most important things to keep your mind, body, everything healthy. Rest is one of the most important things besides work. You have to, if you have a extreme work ethic or you have a good work ethic, you have to have a good sleep routine to be a part of that. That way you can get your rest. But yo, his will, hello. Thank you for joining the channel. Shout out to all the new subscribers. All right, shout out to all the new people that are checking the channel out. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to check out all my other videos. I got about 2,000 something now. So feel free to check them out. Glad you like that beat, Child of God AD. Yeah, I'm going to start having more of my productions in the background as I do my lives. And I'll probably start placing them back into my videos as well. But I might just save them for a treat for the live. I'm not sure, but I might sprinkle them in, put a little 40 water on those videos and add some of my beats in there. Spice it up a little bit, turn up on my videos a little bit. But shout out to the 62 people in the building. We could definitely get this thing started a lot earlier than I thought I would. But hey, that's what I like. I like being able to get the live started and get and jump right into it. But I'm glad everybody likes the beat. Want to start this Friday off right. Positive vibes, peace, love, and light. God brought us to another day. We're here. We feel good starting the day off right, keeping it positive. and conquering the negative. But yeah, toxic energy, it throws you off. People wonder why they can't maintain, why they haven't been able to build healthy routines and patterns in their life. But you will. Everything will turn out and work out for you. Sometimes things just happen a little slower for certain people because there's so much pressure put on you. There's so much pressure put on you. He said pain is necessary. Absolutely. Yeah, you could probably feel the pain in this beat. So he said pain is necessary. Suffering is optional. Absolutely. Yeah, you gotta suffer through the pain so you won't have to suffer, period. But yeah, suffering is definitely not something that I like to do. I like to do everything the opposite of it. Misery is a choice. Absolutely. But yeah, I'm not going to put myself in a situation to where I'm going to suffer at the hands of others and how they feel, things they want to say. It's just not worth it. You need to put yourself in an environment where you can breathe. Yeah, I'm glad we got some people in the chat tonight, man. Or this morning, tonight, this morning, wherever you at. I know some people it's probably like around 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Other places it's probably a good 5, 6, depending on the hour difference. Some people it's like coffee hours. You just starting your day, and that's cool too. So I'm glad you're here to start your day with me. I'm here starting my day as well. But the one thing that I really don't appreciate is being around toxic energy. It is destructive. 2:22 a.m. Knowing you're worthy of more. Okay, and it's 2:22. Absolutely. Yes. You have to know you're worthy of more. You don't have to stick around any situations that aren't beneficial to you, especially if it's taxing on your spirit. There are a lot of things that are taxing on your spirit and taxing on your energy. And sometimes people let the things that love them destroy them and let them kill them. And most people who say that usually end up dying from what it is they're loving too. He said, if you love it, you're supposed to let it kill you. I don't know. I'm not sure where that came from. Not sure where that saying came from, but I think it needs to go back to where it came from. Because life is precious and it's important. And it'd be the people who done live the most life ever trying to control yours and trying to make sure that you don't get to live any or have any experience or have any fun or get to just live your life, period. Some folks will stress you out to the point to where you don't think you could do anything and you won't think you're good at anything. Only thing you'll be good at is worrying, fearing, stressing yourself out over the smallest things, and that right there destroys a lot of opportunities for people more than they realize. Having toxic energy in your life, which causes you to be fearful and worry, will cause you to make mistakes in other areas of your life because you won't know how to process, regulate, or handle things correctly. Trusting my instincts has saved my life more times than human guidance ever could. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely have to trust your instincts. Yeah, anytime you don't trust your instincts, it'll usually end up in a bad situation for you. You'll end up learning like a lifelong lesson. Instead of using that opportunity to learn the lesson that you're supposed to learn, which is like the little bit of pain or the little bit of suffering you're going to endure from the unknown. But the longer you stick around in a toxic situation out of fear of the unknown, the longer it's going to, that lesson is going to affect you. You don't want that. You don't want that lesson to. I mean, it's good to learn, but it's good to trust your instincts. You want to learn lessons from making the right choices and not knowing what's going to happen next. You don't want to learn lessons from the opposite end. It'll help you, but you won't be able to get the time back. You want to you want to learn lessons to where sometimes other people may be affected and feel some type of way or be mad, but you're going into something new. You're going into the unknown. Your life is constantly moving and you're not staying in the same place, staying in fear, waiting for the same thing to continue to happen, hoping for something better, but things are only getting worse. Yeah, you got to keep going up. Got to keep your own peace for sure. It's mandatory. Peace is mandatory. I don't know how people can live without it, but sometimes people get caught up in situations to where they have, yeah, exactly, it's just fear of abandonment. People fear being alone, and what that's going to call, what that's going to do to them. They fear being alone and they fear what it's going to do to them. All it's going to do is free up some space that you could have been using more productively if you're in a toxic situation. That's why it's good to get away from toxic energy. It stifles your creativity. It is hard sometimes. It's easier said than done, for sure. It's hard sometimes because like when you know people your whole life, or you've been in a situation to where you're just finding out, or it's something about the situation to where you see positives and negatives, and sometimes the positives right now are outweighing the negative. So it's like, it's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde kind of thing. You're seeing one side, they're showing you another side, which is confusing. And you know what the right decision is. You know what the right decision is, but it's like you're held back by what people are going to say, what people are going to think. You're held back by fear of just the unknown. No, you are. You're a reptilian. I'm a star seed and a chosen one. But yeah, you're a reptilian asking that question. And no, I won't join your legion of reptilians. See, that person right there, multifaceted, is probably in a cult. Like, you see, they got that blood. Like, why would you just hop in the chat and drop some blood? Like that's cult type stuff. That person is a satanic worshiper. Anger is hidden fear. Yes, it is. Yeah, all the emotions tie into each other. But yeah, it is hard sometimes, but as hard as it may be, you got to do it hard, because you have to realize that if you allow fear to immobilize you, there's no growth there. I'd rather make a mistake and be wrong and grow and learn and have new experiences and live my life. Life is life. In life, you're made to make mistakes. You're not going to make you're not, it's just not going to be perfect the whole entire time. You're created to make mistakes. That's how you learn. But I mean, not even to make mistakes. You're just created to learn. A mistake is something that you keep repeatedly doing. But like, I mean, you're made to learn. You know what you don't know, you can't fault yourself for. So as you're figuring things out, it's just once you figure out people are toxic, once you figure out things aren't what they appear to be, once you figure out people aren't who they appear to be, it's time to go do you. But having fear of what they're going to say, what they're going to do, sometimes people will try to use like health issues against you. They see you trying to escape the madness, and now they get sick, or now they're hurt. They're trying to guilt trip you. That's really what it is. A lot of times also, guilt will play on people's mind because they want to be that good person, and they're afraid that if they do what they know is right for them, they're going to be seen as a bad person. But sometimes you have to be a bad person so that way you can free yourself from the spells and the witchcraft and the games people are playing on your mind. They train you since from the moment that they meet you to deal with them the way that they want. You think you're just dealing with people on a certain level, but people have an agenda, and most of the time it's the people that you know are closest to you, or you've known for some time, or you deal with on a regular everyday basis. It's a lot of that going on. It's a lot of deception going on within your inner circle, and it's just it is what it is. Once you realize that and you see the toxic people within it, you have to remove yourself. It's for you, it's for your peace, it's for your health. We have to make decisions that sometimes aren't going to always feel the best, even though, or feel right, even though it's what's best. So sometimes this a decision you make isn't going to feel right. It's going to feel like you're making the wrong decision. But if you know it's going to benefit you in the long run, or it's going to do you better deep down inside, you have to make that decision. Some people you may never talk to them again. Some people you may get back with, may have been misunderstanding. It may have been some confusion. Maybe things will be worked out, but only time will tell, and only God knows. Only God knows. But you can't put your life at a halt. You can't put your life at a standstill and just allow yourself to be trapped and consumed by other people's toxic energy. It will destroy you and turn you into something that you don't want to be. It'll turn you into something that you don't want to be. And that's what they do. They take good people, turn them into monsters, and then point the finger at them and ask them, what's the problem? You've changed? What's the matter with you? Why are you acting this way? Like they didn't just create a whole monster and turn you into the person they're now questioning. That's gaslighting. And it's just like, if people are going to be toxic and play games like that, then it's no point. If you're not of that breed, if you're not of that stock, if you're not in the cult, then it's time to dip. All right. A lot of people will be in a cult and you won't know. They'll be cursing you in your face and secretly wishing bad for you, but acting like they're not. And to put yourself around people like that, have some type of evil, like mysticism to them, is fake. Like, you don't have to be fake with people. You can be real with people, and you don't even have to say anything to them if you don't want to. You can, like, you can just cut people off at will. Sometimes it has to be done. And sometimes it just has to be done. Some people, some situations aren't just any good for you to be in. Can't keep harming yourself over like my man said, a title. Like, why destroy your life and allow yourself to be held back over a title? You'll never get your time back. Enough time has been taken from you already. If you feel that there's something going on between you and some of the people in your life, that's not positive. Those people have manipulated you into allowing you to let them waste your time. So now it's like you're starting to smell the flowers, you're starting to smell the coffee and wake up. Wake up and smell the coffee. You're starting to smell the coffee and wake up on people. And now it's like they don't know what to do. You're starting to wake up, you're being distant, you're talking less to people, you're showing less interest, you're distancing yourself from them because you feel that something is wrong, and you feel safer when you're away from certain people. You feel more protected. That's God trying to let you know to not go back around certain people. Your intuition is trying to warn you and prevent you from putting yourself in situations that you don't belong in. I live on my own, doing well too. That's good, as you should. God bless you. God bless the child that has its own. People just don't know how to process their own stuff, and they project it on with their negative energy. Everyone. Is this a reading? Chosen by who or what? Don't let them trolls gaslight you. Oh, you already know. You already know, Miami. I ain't focused on them. The four agreements had helped me check myself, and therefore I have a little response to negative people's words and actions. Yeah, I read that book. I've read the Four Agreements. That's a good book. I suggest everybody go get it. I try to make sure I read it twice a year. That's a book you just read over and over and over and over again. And I've read other books by that author as well, on self-love and other things of that nature. Very, very good read. Yeah, one of my friends put me on the Four Agreements. That book changed my life. And like, yes, I was wondering why all that stuff was so helpful. Like that's one of the books that helped me along my self-help journey, because I always knew that there were things that need to be fixed because something just didn't quite feel right with me, and certain certain thoughts that I was thinking. So it's like I need to fix this, and I know that I can. So I just started agreeing with more positive things and started feeding my mind with more positive thoughts and ideas. And the Four Agreements teach you to do that, not to hold on to resentments. I'm gonna reread that book too. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and reread that book. I like the Four Agreements. Yeah, that book definitely changed my life, and it put me on to look into other aspects of how to not be affected by negativity. Whether it's my own or whether it's somebody else's. That book teaches you not to get mad, not to get angry. Teaches you a lot about how to deal with yourself and others as well. Gang stalking based on guilt tripping. Yeah, pretty much. They'll guilt trip you to keep you around because they know their behavior warrants an exit. They know that they know that anybody in their right mind would get up out that situation, and they have to keep playing with your mind to keep you from being in your right mind. That they can keep you from being in your right mind and seeing clearly to what is happening to you, you would dip, you'd be out. And they'd have to deal with that on their own. Soul suckers, they really do it intentionally, but are used for their specific personality. Yes, they are. I agree. They often don't know they are doing it. Oh, they don't really do it intentionally. In some cases, it's not done intentionally, but then in some cases it is. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's all unintentional. Hi, what the story going in? It's sad because now the majority of people are like that. So I'm about to clock out of this system and go off grid. I think a lot of people are going to do that. I think a lot of people are going to go off grid and are going to put themselves in the best situation that's as peaceful for them as can be, because people are tired of all the games being played on them with people that they know, people in the system, people at their jobs, people in their life period. People are just tired of people playing games with them. And it's like nobody wants to be played with anymore. So people are putting themselves in a position to where they could be in full control of what they do, how they live, what they eat. People are tired of fake stuff. People are tired of everything being fake. People are tired of toxicity wherever they go. And they want to be in the most peaceful environment that they could be in. And how you can be in the most peaceful environment that you want to be in is by creating it yourself. And if you want the environment that you're in to be as peaceful as it can possibly be, you have to be the one to create it. And that's what a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are removing themselves from this matrix, from this system, and they're doing it as a means for a pursuit of peace. Yeah, it is a spiritual battle. It's meant for us to overcome and to come out stronger as a result of it. My God is good to me. People I allow close accuse me of witchcraft. I have since continued living in the overflow. Yeah, people need to be careful convincing God's children of such heinous crimes. They need to be careful of that. It severely is, but it's to make us move. Imagine if you got cancer and you had only 6 months to live. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that. But what I would do is it's good to live every day like it's your last. It's Sigma Abe the Sigma. What up? It's good to live every day like it's your last. If today was your last day to live, you have to ask yourself, how would you live it? And that's what I do. But I understand what you're saying. You're trying to put the urgency into someone. Like, if you had 6 months to live, would you put yourself in that toxic situation, and would you be around those people if you had cancer? I understand what you're saying. Yeah, that's a great analogy. If imagine if you got cancer and you only had 6 months to live. Yeah, that's a great example. Yeah, because if you had cancer and you had 6 months to live, you'd want to live your life to the fullest. You wouldn't be playing around with your time. You wouldn't let people play around with your time. Like, you would want as much peace as possible. You'd want to do what you want. You'd want to have what you want. You wouldn't want anything less. And you would go after what you wanted because you know that it'd be something that you deserve. Like, you would go after everything that you deserve, everything that you know you're worthy of. And that's how people should live their life, with a sense of urgency to get things done. Yep, gotta live with a sense of urgency to get things done. That way you create the life you want. Because if you had 6 months left to live, you would find something to do. And I guarantee you, whatever you found yourself doing, you wouldn't be BSing yourself. I'm gonna do this and then not do it. You wouldn't be doing any of that. You wouldn't be procrastinating. You wouldn't be putting things off to the side and acting like you have all the time in the world to do it. We got 84 people. Shout out to the 83 people in the building. Hit that like button. We got 20 likes. We need some more likes in here. Yo, Ness, what's up? Many getting found out at moment. Okay, yeah, yo. Oh, so they getting found out. What happened? So people not doing what they're supposed to do and they getting found out. You say, like, was that a good thing? Sound like that might be. Universe doing something. Oh, okay. Yeah, universe is getting them people up out of there. They are just like that cancer. Yeah, they are. They are just like that cancer. And a lot of men, like a lot of these, they cause cancer for a lot of people. A lot of people end up having health issues due to certain people. Stress will kill you. Stress will kill you. Depending on who you're around and how stressful they are, that will kill you. People hold on to certain people, and the person is killing them, and they don't even know. They don't even have the slightest idea that this relationship, this friendship, this partnership, this visiting is destroying them. The other person's cool with it because they're not the one being destroyed. But I don't like going around people and feeling anxious. I prefer peace. I like to be around people and feel, at ease and not have to feel like I'm walking on eggshells or like I'm doing something wrong when I'm not, or like I'm not enough. I don't like to feel like that, especially if I'm taking care of things and I'm doing what I need to do. That's ridiculous. If a person is staying out the way, not harming anyone, people should just leave them alone and focus on themselves. But not everyone can do that. Others are more focused on you than they will themselves sometimes. And I know we're well aware of that now. But once you realize people are tripping and people are acting the way they want to act, you got to accept the fact that you're not going to be able to change them. Can't change anyone. These people, it's like that commercial where they were selling the tuxedos. He was like, TJ Maxx, you're a love at the way you look, or whatever they said. And it's like it's the same thing with them. They love the way they look at themselves. They love how they feel about themselves. They're not going to change. They got that superiority complex where they feel they need to be better than others, and they like the power that it gives them. They're power hungry, and they need people to be under them. They need people to be over and control of, and to be telling what to do. They need someone to make them feel big and better about themselves. That's no life. Yeah, that's definitely not a life. Shout out to the Ascended Masters. Facts. Your messages help me so much. Okay, the healer girl, what's going on? I can relate to everything you be saying. Like, I knew I wasn't the only one. Yeah, you're not alone. They want to make you think you are, and they want you to feel like you are. That's called isolation. They like to isolate you. And it's a shame when people close to you do this, because they painted a picture that no one will ever believe what you say, because it goes against who that person appears to be. So they make it so you won't have anyone. They make it so you feel like you're the only one. They make it so it feels like it's just you going through what you're going through. That puts you in a state to where you just stay in your own head, because you tried to get answers or talk to people about what's going on with you, but everyone just seems to act like they have no idea, and they really don't, but in more ways than one, but they kind of do. A lot of people just act like they don't see things. They turn a blind eye to it. They act like it's not that big of a deal. It's not happening to them. I only get phone calls from people who check in on me and people whom I've been selected to help. I do not miss them. Leeches and complainers. Yeah, complaining is no good. do something about your situation and fix it. And you definitely don't want leeches around. Like I can't stand leeches, and I can't stand people who complain. If you're doing something about your situation, that's amazing. That's good. Do something about your situation. Do something to change it. Don't sit there and not do anything. Do something to change your situation for the better. If what you're doing has the possibility to change your situation, is changing your situation, or you're doing something that is putting you in a better situation than you're currently in, good for you. But don't just sit there and complain about it, and don't be a leech. Can't stand leeches. It's like they it just is irritating. I can relate to what you're saying 100%. It's sad, but it really does frequently occur amongst close family, friends, workmates, etc. You can't bury your head in the sand, set boundaries. Yo, absolutely. Yo, yeah, absolutely. Yep. Can't bury your head in the sand. You gotta set boundaries. hmm And as soon as people don't respect the boundaries that you set, you cut them off. You gotta set like you can talk to people later. It's no harm, no foul. But when people play around with your boundaries that you set, that means they don't respect you. And you have to show people how to respect you and teach people to respect you in those situations. Sometimes people need to understand a very profound lesson that you don't play. You're not playing with them that way, with their involvement in your life, and you're not going to let them play with you like that with their involvement in yours. So once people play around and they keep showing you that they're going to be toxic and childlike and not be mature, you have to leave them where they're at and deal with them at a later date. That toxic energy will destroy everything that you have planned for yourself, your future. Toxic energy will cause you to keep going from place to place in search of peace. And that's why it's good to create it for yourself and plan ahead. When you know there's toxic people out there, planning is definitely something that you want to be able to do in all aspects of your life: financial, job, side hustle. But it's definitely like once you get away from it, it'll change your life. If you're in a situation right now where you feel there's no peace, you feel there's no good coming from it, you have to get out of that situation. I know it may seem hard. You may not know what's next. You may not be thinking too positive about what's going to happen to you, but things will work out. Things will always work out for you. It's just best that you remove yourself from a bad situation, because if you stay, nothing's going to work out. People are afraid to leave where something is not working out, but things just end up continuing to not work out. But if they were to leave, then they would see how things would do well for them and how their life would change. I can relate to what you're saying 100%. It's really sad. Frequently occurs with friends, women, etc. I'm gonna check that book out. Yeah, please do check that book out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Also, The Power of Now. That's a good book too. Okay, I'll check that out. Can you shout out my boy Jack? He was shot in Detroit today. Justice for Jack. Yeah, I wish Jack a speedy recovery. I hope that his wounds heal fastly and efficiently and proficiently. All right, yeah, I hope that I hope that he gets to really good doctors, and I hope that he gets some really good surgery and that he heals up, man. I'm sorry to hear that he was shot earlier today. But yeah, I pray that man heals up. Prayers for Jack. What people project says everything about them and nothing about you. Like that part. That part. What people project says everything about them and says nothing about you. It shows that they're dealing with something, and the fact that you're doing what you need to do is making them uncomfortable, or however you're choosing to live your life is causing them to be uncomfortable. Plus, they put you in a situation to make mistakes. They'll do that too. Yeah, justice for Jack as well. This just topped up and mentioned the four agreements it was meant to be. I know this book too. I have just let go. That's another thing it teaches you to do, let go. I have just let go of a legal situation that was causing me a lot of resent. Not anymore. That's good. That's good, Caramel. Yeah, let that go. Reem, what up? I can imagine everybody can turn to narcissists. That's true. Yeah, motivation life. What's going on? Okay, cool, cool. That's what's up. This is what my boy Jack was preaching about before he got. Oh, okay. Yeah, God bless him. Nothing that God has for me that can be taken as long as I don't give it away. Yep, that's right. We lit. Yo, Prince Williams, what up? What up? He said we lit. Yep, absolutely. It's another Druuill special. Shout out to the chosen vessels. All right, we early morning, early bird special. All right, yeah, they can be shook, not understanding. Gotta go, Drew, brother. You keep going, man. Thanks for everything. You are inspiration. Thanks for the shout out. Catch you on the flip side later. Enjoy your day. You already. Yes, I do. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Thanks for coming in, child of God. Happy born day. And enjoy your return. I love your quotes and song verses. Always the beat. Good. Thank you. My problem is I'll be persecuted by demons. They everywhere. Yeah, they are everywhere, but you have to realize that you have power over them, and you have to work on finding that inner power and maintaining it. It has to be a point to where you can reach some type of strategy to lessen whatever they're doing and make it less potent in your life. I'm just content. People have more, but seems to think mine is better because I don't have worries. Rose, I feel you. Yo, much love, Rose. What's up? Yeah, it's good. It's good to not have worries. Nobody wants to be worrying. I know I don't. Worrying is one of the worst things you could do for your mind. It doesn't solve anything. Worrying solves nothing. It wastes time, causes anxiety, stresses you out, makes you potentially catastrophize a situation, thinking it's going to be worse than it actually is. Makes you paint pictures you have no business painting because the things you worry about half the time they don't even happen. Yeah, appreciate the subscribe. Shout out to all the new subscribers. Shout out to all the new viewers. Ringleader getting found out now at work. Look at God. That's good. And her minions. That is good. That's good to hear that. It's good when bad people, I'm not going to take any pride in what they did and the fact that they're getting caught, but I will rejoice in the fact that justice is being served, because these people at these jobs really know how to do a number on innocent people, good people, that just want to go to work and do their job, and that's it. And that's who you attack. That's who you choose to play with. And her minions. Worry, anger, guilt will literally make you ill. Yes. All those things will stress you out. They lower your immune system. Yeah, they lower your immune system. I have internal conflict now. Well, you can heal that. If they're a kid and if there are kids involved in a toxic environment, there's fear of complicating the situation. That's true. It's no shame. It's what God intends. It's His word. If the world hates you, you know it hated me first. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, they hated Christ. They're gonna hate us too. There's a look in a man or a woman's eyes when the testers know they're gonna fail. My eyes speak volumes more than my mouth. Brother, pray for me. I'm struggling with it from past 2 months. Pray for me from India. Message me in my inbox. I'll send you something there. But I do pray your situation comes to better. I pray that your situation gets better. Cut off is the only way to deal with narcissists. Exactly. There's no trying to work that thing out. There's no trying to make it better. There's no trying to improve it. There's no nothing. It's just you have to cut certain energy out your life. When it's toxic, it has to go. It's nothing to play around with. It's nothing to wait and see if it's going to improve. It's just it's that's it. Yeah, yeah, they don't. Yeah, I don't need the benefit of the doubt. Strap check. Okay, Logan, you locked and loaded. Yeah, can't give people the benefit of the doubt. I wouldn't. I realize that it's just time to cut people off once things don't go right. Once things don't go right with certain people, and you learn how things can go with people, and you see patterns, and you recognize the same thing happening with certain people. That's why I like studying this stuff, because it's like you learn. It's like, okay, I see this pattern, I see that pattern, and then you just shake your head at that point. You're like, yo, it's this person is who this person is a narc. My narc senses are tingling, and it seems like it's like, yo, is everybody like that? It does. Once you figure certain things out, or what makes somebody have what makes up a personality disorder, or what makes somebody a narcissist due to like certain behavior and certain things they do, you'll recognize it and you'll be like, yo, I can't deal with this person anymore because of how they're acting. Or, yo, I gotta cut this person off because of some of the things that I see. And it's like you can't give people the benefit of the doubt. Things aren't going to change. People aren't going to change. You who wants change in your life, and you who want to be positive, like only thing you can expect to change is yourself. Only person you can expect change for is yourself. That's it. You can't expect change for anybody else other than you, because if not, you'll be waiting your whole life, and you'll be wasting your whole life. The circle, what up? Shout out to the people in the chat. I like the beats. Yo, thank you. I appreciate that you like the beat. I made it earlier. I made it yesterday. Yo, much love. I've been healed of illness, headache, guilt, and shame by simply removing myself from people whose paths got crooked too often. Yeah, you want to avoid people with crooked paths. It's bad energy. It doesn't bring any good to you. They cannot worry your higher self. It's of the devil. Dillinger, what up? Salaikum salam to you. Can't think your way into right action. Gotta act your way into right thinking. It's a verb meant to be taken into action. Did you see the debate? Yo, no, I missed it. I will. I'm going to go back and watch it though. Yeah, I'm gonna. I'll probably honestly. I'll probably watch it after this. Yeah, I will. I definitely. I'm definitely gonna go watch that debate after this. Go to my. It's in the description. Go in the description, and my email is gonna be in the description, and you can email me. Exactly. That's the only way they'll change is with deliverance. And they don't seem to be looking for that anytime soon. So you can't waste your life waiting for somebody to be delivered. That's between them and God at that point. All you can do is pray and stay away and wish them the best. It's like going to a power plant where they had a toxic waste spill and you keep going back and getting an extra arm. It's like, well, if you're tired of getting extra arms, stop going back. Yo, that's a damn shame. The workplace is a spiritual battlefield nowadays. The old breed does understand how much things have changed. The workplace is a spiritual battlefield. That's real. It is. Money is spiritual. Having money raises your vibration, and when you're somebody who already has a high vibration, you getting money makes you feel even more better, and that's something that they just can't take. On top of everything else, like you get money too, they already see that you have it all. They are snakes, sneaky snakes, gaslight us good people. Yes, they do. Is it narcissism intertwined with witchcraft? Yes, it is. Well, if you don't like it, BLM, you can go watch somebody else. But I mean, you're right. You're showing who you are with that clown. I mean, vicious truth. You could watch somebody else. You don't have to be here. It's just a beat I made in the background. I think you're of the devil for saying that. Yeah, it's about time to go. I'm about to wrap this thing up anyway. Good morning. Just logged into my work office and listening while I work. Good, 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 good. Yeah, it's a lot of stupid stuff in the chat. Yeah, but it's been real. Now that if I know people are going to work, I might wait a little later and do the lives. I know some people are probably getting ready, but I will go live later. His will, exactly. We do have the craziest testimonies. You're right about that. But yes, exactly. They're trying to gaslight me right now. But I wanted to hop on here real fast, for another early morning, early bird special. Everybody have a fantastic Friday. God bless you. And, peace, love, and light to everyone in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. We have 86 people in the chat. It'd been cool if everybody would have hit the like button and we have some more likes. Since I am making a video that you are watching, it would only make sense to like the video. But I appreciate the 35 people that liked the video. And I'll see you all later today. Peace, love, and light. We out.